We are in Charleston, South Carolina at the Joseph Manigault House, and I am speaking with Ellie Howard, who is president of the Garden Club of Charleston, which I believe is one of the oldest garden clubs in the state.
It is the oldest, I believe.
And that kind of makes sense because this house is it's part of the Charleston Museum Society, and y'all have a good relationship with them.
We have. We've been, over the years, we've done this. Over 50 years we've been decorating this house for Christmas, and we maintain the gardens here, and also at the Hayward Washington House, and a small garden over at the museum itself.
We were so excited to get here this morning because your membership was running in and out with this exquisite material and all sorts of beautiful things. And in 2019, the theme was a very lovely one, I thought.
A sterling silver Christmas, yes.
And as we walked into the house, one of the major features of this house, which is a marvelous example of Federalist architecture, is that circular stairwell.
Oh, yes.
Oh. And the chandelier, explain what, the chandelier has an unusual top piece with lots of ornamentation.
Yes, it really kind of looks almost like feathers at the top. And it's beautiful, sits in front of that gorgeous Palladian window. And this year's provisional class members did that staircase, and they used a lot of crystal and silver in it. So I think it really makes it stunning.
It's a wonderful reflection. It pulls it all together. And as we walk up to the second story, you see in the Palladian window beautiful decorations that did some things that would have been part of our food culture.
Exactly. The Manigaults were rice planters, and so you'll see a little rice there, okra. I think through the house you'll see different things that would cotton.
Yes.
You'll see a little cotton. We do use a lot of local, as I said, what we find. So they're just very, very talented ladies.
The dining room, of course, was a very important part of the culture. And the mantels in this house are exquisitely beautiful. And in that one, there's some beautiful garlands that they've created.
Yes, and you'll see cranberries used and apples and on the mantel.
And a beautiful épergne on the table. I declare, wasn't that lovely?
Yes.
And she has got little cranberries floating in the water in the little glass vials.
Yes.
Y'all are so talented. Tiny touches like that really make it special.
Oh, well, we love doing it.
The music room had a fun piece in it as a container.
It did, it did. A local music center has loaned us it's a little tuba or what?
Or French horn or something.
I don't know.
Beautiful, unusual container, but silver colored.
Yes.
And then I thought that the library was special because the moss made it seem soft and quiet.
Yes.
And then they were using, is it narcissus that are?
Yes, I believe they're going to be narcissus, the paper whites that'll come up.
Which is so much a part of the Christmas tradition.
And it's so nice to have those because they'll last. See, this will last until the end of the month is our goal, is to keep everything alive and fresh till the end of the month.
Upstairs we have a huge, beautiful upper drawing room, I guess it is.
Yes, the drawing room upstairs.
And I thought, since we are in Charleston, it was such fun to see the oyster shells.
Yes.
And talk about how they had been decorated.
She has a beautiful little moss around them, and she also has pearls.
Larger than I've ever found in my oyster shell.
Exactly. In the oyster shells there. And it's just a beautiful touch to make it look
Again, another mantel and fireplace exquisitely decorated. And then one of the windows, almost like a little shelf of snow with icicles.
Icicles, did that on one side. And then the other, she's got starburst of greenery instead of the wreath you see, but it's a star.
Yes.
It's really a unique presentation, I think.
I think in that room we also had a bird lover, don't you?
I believe so. Those cardinals in the corner were just so delightful. And then the bow to the birds in the dining room with the white dove, because the Manigaults were French Huguenot. And that would be that dove.
And then y'all had a Christmas tree, and that had plant material used instead of Christmas tree balls.
Exactly. It's beautiful. Yeah. And the colors, the burgundy you saw there with the lighter dried hydrangea and the backside of the Elaeagnus, it really pulled it together.
And then I think that it was fun to see that the children's room reflected some things that y'all have done in the past, because there were nutcrackers. Was that a theme
Exactly.
one year?
Nutcrackers. We did nutcrackers one year. We did Joseph Poinsett last year.
Yes.
So poinsettias all
Yes.
over the place. So we do have a theme every year.
And there was gingerbread in that room too, which I've always enjoyed too.
Yeah, it's a gingerbread house. That was cute.
Yeah. So really, we see the whole family represented. You know, the library with the studious person, and the quiet where books were done, and then the music, and then the dining room with lovely presentations of food, and then the upstairs where people would relax, where there was some sherry and some marzipan on the
Exactly.
table.
Yes.
And so we really got a sense of the continuity, the closeness of the family, and the beauty with which they surrounded themselves.
It has been a wonderful year. It's fun every year, though.
Ellie, y'all have lit a fire under me. I need to go home and start using some of your wonderful ideas. And I hope that people will take opportunity to come and see this beautiful house and get some ideas and see what the theme is for next year. And I want to thank you so much for letting us come today and for what y'all do for the Charleston community.
Thank you so much, Amanda.